Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be looking at how to manipulate a fabric. We call that fabric manipulation, and also how to manipulate the background. So we're going to start with fabric manipulation first, and I'll be using Photoshop for this. So you can see I've opened my Photoshop. I'll just tap on this blue icon here. So there is this picture I saw, so I'll be using this picture to show you guys how to do this. Okay, here it is. Just tap on that blue icon too. Now the first thing we are going to do here, since we are only using this for fabric manipulation, we won't have to edit it here. I wouldn't advise you to use this app for editing because it doesn't really give what you want. So if you're using it for fabric manipulation, just go ahead and do that. So I'll just come to clothes. Sorry, this requires an internet connection. So before you do this, you must have a very good internet connection. Okay, so you can see it has shown us different colors. These are colors. These are designs, watercolor designs. It has a lot of designs here, so we will be picking one. Let's say we'll be using colors. But as for me, I don't really like all these designs because sometimes it doesn't match what you want. So I'll be using this zebra-like design. So you can see how it is, it's obvious. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to adjust it. Now this is it. What we're going to do is to come to opacity. It's either you decrease it and it shows nothing, or you increase it again. Then you come to white, decrease the white. You come to saturation. Okay, it's already there. Then what you're going to do now is to dim the color so the design will come out perfectly. If not, it will be somehow light, somehow not really fine. So this is what you're going to do. You can see how it is now. So you come to details. If you don't really want it to be that sharp, you can decrease it. If you want it to be sharp, you can increase the details, but I'll advise you to do this. Just decrease the details so it will come out naturally. So we are done with this one. So you can come to texture. Remember, texture is where you decrease or increase the texture of the fabric. So okay, we are done for this. We are done. So you come to this place, just tap here. Then you tap on save. Now this is step number 1. But if you don't want to use this photo shot, because to me this photo shot is not really a creative idea, it doesn't bring out that creativity in you. So the next app you can use to also manipulate a fabric is Picsart. I just love it so much, like seriously, it brings out the creativity in you. So I'll be using Picsart for the second step. I'll just come to my Picsart here and tap on it. Okay, so I'll just tap on this purple icon here. So you just have to wait while it loads. Okay, so it's done. I'll be using the same photo again to show you this. Now the reason why I'm doing this is that I want you to know that there is possibility in every photo you take. There is always a way of editing it, no matter how it may look. So the reason why I'm using this is that. So let's just look for the photo. So this is where I'll pick this photo. Here it is. So now it's going to take me directly to where I'm going to be editing this picture. So now I'll just come to, the first thing I'll do is to come to sticker. You can see all the stickers here, but since this is not what I'm looking for, I'll just tap on this search icon and search whatever I want to use. So as for me, I want to use flower. You can choose to use anything, but for me I want to use flower. So I'll just tap on flower. The reason why it popped up is that I've searched for flower many a time here, so that's why it's just popped up without having to type it. So I'll just use this one. I want to use this one, so I'll go ahead and click on it and to download. From there, bring it to this picture. So what I'm going to do now is that I'll decrease the size of this flower to fit into my picture. You can see it has fit into it. So now what you're going to do is that you tap on this erase here. Let me go back so you guys can see it very well. You tap on this. This is erase. I need to take you to this place where you can select either to put it at the background or on the person. So I'll just tap clothes since we're fixing it on clothes. But this is not really necessary. If you don't want to do it, you can go ahead and just edit your thing. So now I don't want this thing to be too long because this clothes is kind of a cardigan, something like that. So I'll just have to come here and edit it. You can edit anything that you want to edit. So I'll just come here and tap on brush. You can see it has brushed the unwanted part of it. It's decreasing the size now. So I'll just tap on this icon here. You can see my work is done there. So now instead of going back to download the same flower again, I'll just come to this duplicate. Tap on duplicate. And it's duplicate it. You can see it has duplicated it for me. So I'll just come here, place it again. Now you can change the position, you can turn it upside down or do anything you want to do with it. So now I've done it. Now I'm going to come to blend. This is where you fix it to the clothes. You can either choose screen. Screen makes it kind of white. Let me show you here how it looks in the screen. This is screen. But we're not going to be using screen since the cloth is kind of white. So use multiply or darken. I do love to use multiply sometimes. You can use any type, just choose the one that fits into what you're doing. So I'll be using multiply here. Now we can change the color of this flower. It's just first to come to saturation, increase it, come to hue. Now this is where you change the color. You can see it was kind of brownish, but now I've returned it to blue, something blue. So you can see I've changed the color now. Now I want to increase the highlight a bit. I'll come to temperature and decrease it. You can either increase or decrease. So I've decreased mine. So this is how it looks. Now I'll come to clarity and bring it out a little, but not too much. Now come to brightness. Can either decrease or increase the brightness. I don't want mine to be too dark or too light, so I'll just stop at 12. But you don't need a specific number. You know when it is okay for you. So now we are done with that one. Now we're going to do now is to do the same thing to this one. Sorry, this is what I should have done first before having to do any other thing. I'll just tap on multiply, come to adjust, increase the saturation. Look for this color. I think I've gotten it. So I'll just come to brightness, decrease it. Come to saturation, come to temperature, and also decrease it. You can see we've gotten the same color again. So I'll just tap here. Now I'm going to duplicate it again. But remember, it has a minimum. It won't tell you the number, but you know when they'll definitely tell you that there is enough sticker for this photo. You can't add any more. So when they tell you that, what you have to do is to tap on the icon and go back to sticker again and download the same flower and redo the same thing you did the other time. That's how you'll be able to add all the stickers to your clothes. So now I've done this. I'll continue duplicating it until I get what I want. I'll continue doing this until I get what I want. Always remember when you are manipulating a photo. So now I don't want this thing to come up to this thing now. So I'll just come to erase. You can see it has climbed this line and it will look artificial. So I don't want it to look that way. I'll just come to clothes. Tap on erase. You can see how beautiful it is now, unlike before. So don't always make it look artificial. Try and make it look good, no matter how it is. So we're done with that one now. I'll have to duplicate it again. I'm going to make sure I put these flowers to the necessary places. When you're doing this, you have to be very, very conscious. This is where you need to be extra careful about what you're doing. Now this is the minimum. I cannot duplicate it again. So now what I have to do is to tap on stickers again. Okay, they've told me that limit for items have reached. So now what I'm going to do is to just come to this place and tap here. Then I'll come back to stickers. Then I'll search on the same flower again. Flower. I'll tap on it. It has already downloaded, so I can't download it again. It will just download on itself because I've already downloaded it the first time. So we are going to apply the same thing to this piece. So I'll come to blend, tap on multiply, come to adjust. I believe you can still remember what we did. Decrease the brightness, increase the saturation, choose my hue, come to highlight, increase it a bit, come to temperature, bring it down because I want it to be kind of blue. You can see this now. I'll just tap here. Then I'll duplicate it again. The same thing we did to the other side to get what we got. You can see it has climbed this side. It has passed the cloth line. So we will have to tap on clothes to fix it into the cloth. Then we erase it. Now I'll come to erase. Decrease the size. Now this is beautiful. I'll tap on it. You can see how beautiful it is now. So we are going to duplicate it again. Please take note of everything that I'm doing. I know sometimes you might not get it the first time you're doing it, but consistency. You have to be very, very careful. And please do not rush your work because when you rush it, you can never get it. Take time, no matter how hard it looks. Just take time and do it and you see the result. It will come out very, very good. And you yourself, you'll be very, very happy you did it. That's one thing about editing. People don't really know. You don't have to rush your work. So it won't end up making you feel depressed that, oh, you can't do it, you're not getting it right, blah, blah, and so on. So always take your time. Don't rush. So this is what I'll be doing. I'll keep duplicating, and duplicating. Now you can see I've reached my limits again. So before I do that, let me just quickly fix it to this place. I need to fix it there. And then I'll just, sorry. Tap here. Come to erase. And boom. It's all good. So I'll just tap here, come back to sticker, ask for the same flower until I get what I want. I won't stop. So I'm just going to tap on it again, decrease the size, bring it to this place, come to blend, tap on multiply, then go to adjust, bring down the brightness, increase the saturation, increase the clarity a bit, increase the highlight a bit, and come to temperature. Now I'll come to hue. This is where we'll get our color. You can see very well. Just decrease everything, and I've gotten what I wanted. So now I'm going to decrease the clarity again. I don't want it to be too light or something, so I'll just decrease it. And we are done. I'll keep on duplicating it until I get what I want. I won't stop. That's always my saying. So I'll keep doing this. Remember, if it doesn't fit in like this, my brother, my sister, Biko, now go where they take beg you. They turn them. Make sure say you don't enter where you want and make it enter. Make you no come be like saying a cartoon way they do. You get. In fact, if there is not enough space, just zoom the picture so you'll be able to do what you want to do. Be cool. So I don't want that to come out. I'll simply come to my erase and erase it. Now this, you might say this is a very hard work, but trust me, it's not hard. It's, you know what? It's very simple. When you love it, it's simple. It requires time, patience. You know, to be a successful person, you need patience to keep you going. So if you need a good result, you need patience. Nothing comes so easily. So I think we fixed that there. Tap on duplicate again. I want to make sure I've covered all these places because I want it to look real. I don't want any form of imitation or cartoon, so I'll just give it what I want. So now I've reached my limit again. I'll just tap on it, tap on stickers again, tap on the same flower. Here it is. I'm going to zoom this picture to be able to see the spaces that has not been covered with the flower. You can still choose you can still choose to space your own, but me, I just want to make it much. So don't follow me. If you want to space it, no problem. Hey, I told you not to follow me. So you won't end up doing rubbish. But just have your own choice. So now we are going to tap on blend, multiply, come to adjust, decrease the brightness, increase the saturation. So I think we are done. Okay, I'll just tap here. Then I'll go ahead and multiply it again. Duplicate it. What am I even saying? Sorry about that. So I'll just put it here. Tap on erase. Then I'll go ahead and brush it. Now you might want to ask, what's all these, or like what's the use of this hardness, opacity, and size? Now the reason why they gave us this is that you can choose the hardness of the eraser, whether to increase or decrease it. For instance, look at this. You can see it's fading out slowly, but if I increase it, boom, it has gone. So the size will enable you to do it the way you want it. So now I'm just going to restore my thing back. Now duplicate it again. So we're done, like we're so done with this. So now we're going to we're just going to tap on save. Now we're good. You can see before and after, before and after. So tell me, isn't this beautiful? Like, isn't it creative? It is very, very creative. This is where you can tell how creative you are. So you just tap here, tap on save, and you're good to go. You can see it has saved. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to take this picture to Lightroom. Now this is where we will be doing background manipulation and color grading. So I'll just come here. I have this folder already, so it's just for me to come here, tap it, add any photo I want to add. So I'm good now. All right, here it is. So now what we are going to do is that to bring this picture out clearly, you have to